Welcome back to Dolgis. You're here with me, MJ, and today we are going to look at Bratz Scorchin. This is Jade. This is Jade on the back. Do I like this artwork? No. No. I don't. I think Sasha's looked better. So it says the same as what I think this is the same blurb, it's the same across all of them. On the back it says the Bratz are going full throttle with the new looks that are all turbo, no brakes and totally scorching. Okay, you can see her on the side of the box. Transparent here. We have some cherries in the front and she's on a motorcycle. So could have been one similar to what they've released in the past, I'm not sure. This artwork on the front, why did they do this? This artwork here on the front is much better than this on the back. Someone explain to me what's going on. Right, so that's pretty much it. There's dice at the top of here, and we have Bratz lips that have replaced little black dots to create the number for the dice. Cute glasses. Bits are cute. I don't know if I don't know how much I'm going to like her. And I don't know why, but I'm just not sure, you know. So she is quite interesting, isn't she? I'm actually going to show you another Jade that's completely in box, and I'm going to do a comparison. I have to do this, okay? I really need to. Okay, so do you see these boxes in front of my face? Like, they're literally taking up this whole viewpoint of me. And, yeah, so I have Jade's Mowalowa here, who I have a second of, and I haven't unboxed yet. I don't know why I haven't unboxed one of them. I don't know. But I've destroyed myself here because I have been looking at these monsters. And that's what they are. They're monsters. Their packaging is bigger. They are more elevated. This is a really tall Bratz because she's got these massive fuck off heels. And she is massive because she also has big, massive fuck off heels. So this one is not as tall. And these are more in price. So much more in price. I'll put prices like here at time of release. Time of release. That's really important because in the market things can change. They have become lower in price. I've seen this one on Amazon here for about 50 odds or something, and sometimes on Vintage for about 60 something, but I bought her for like 70ish. Yeah. One I bought from MGA when the first launch happened. Like, I had time to the second and managed to get one, and the second one I bought from a seller on Vinted and came in exact same condition. This one I have two of, bought from one toy seller. In fact, I bought them both from one toy seller. One of them was in sale, so I got a second. This one I've recently bought from Amazon. And she is different. And why is she different? She's different because she's a budget doll. Budget. So she's like £20 or something. I think I paid about maybe, like, I want to say 20, but she could have been lower than that even. I think the UK have the best prices for them at the moment, okay? And I think it's a fair price for what you get. It's certainly not the type of packaging you would get with these. To me, these are deluxe collector dolls, okay? They really are. Because we're not just paying for a doll. We're paying for the whole thing, right? It's an art piece. That's what we're really paying for. I mean, you can take this all out of the box and take her all apart, strip her down and everything else. But that's not what you're paying for. You're paying for all of it. All the design, all the concept, all the execution, everything. And she will be unboxed on my channel, but not right now. And same with her. At some point she will be unboxed. So I can see why people think there's a bit of similarity. The reason why I think that is because we're seeing this kind of eye shape here, and people are thinking, oh, this is really similar to this one. It's not. It's not similar at all. This one, Mowalowa, is much more graphic, and she has like hardly any eyebrows whatsoever. She's very bold, graphic. Where I can see the similarity is the lips are kind of similar with the sort of graphic outline. So there is a similarity with that, but the shades of their lips are different. They're different. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I think they're thinking like this is motocross as well, because does she come with... So she does come with a second outfit here, right? And this all comes with a second outfit as well, mind. So this is motocross. And I can see why... I keep saying I can see why, but I can understand why people are looking at this one and thinking, well, if you don't have this one, then you can get... They're not the same. They're not the same. You would have been disappointed if you had her, but I'm just a bit like, why do I have her if I've got these two? And to be honest, I think it's because she has budget. Like, she was easy to get, and she's a lovely looking doll, so I'm actually really looking forward to opening her. But yes, there is a difference between the two. Okay, that's it. That's it. Who is out of those two seem to be similar? And the truth is, I actually think that it's a combination of both in a sense. We've got that kind of similar eye shape to the Bratz Scorchin, and we have a similar graphic lip as the Jade Mowalowa. Plus, this is also motocross. So I would say that this is perhaps like borrowed from Jade Mowalowa, but released as a full Bratz line, which I think is a good idea. I like this line. I've said it before. If you want to see an unboxing of Sasha, who's actually behind me, then click the link down below because the review of her is there. So there are clear differences in the packaging between Jade, Sasha, Yasmin and Cloe, and I'm going to go into some detail about that just now. So on the back of Jade's box, we just see her facing straight on, head on, and she's not kind of doing any specific stylized pose. It looks like this artwork is showing that she has kind of like red highlights in her hair, but I don't think that's what's meant to be conveyed. If we look at the back of Sasha's packaging, we can see that it looks like she has pink lighting glowing behind her or at the side. It doesn't look like she has pink highlights, so that's a difference. It's the same with Yasmin, and it's the same with Cloe. This is my favourite artwork out of all four. I love the style of this, and it reminds me so much of the Head Candy album covers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's fine. I'll put a picture in here so that you can see what I'm referencing, but that's what this reminds me of. If you guys look at this and you're reminded of something, then let me know in the comments down below because I'll be really interested. Anyway, so it looks like Cloe has blue theme. So Chloe's a blue theme. Yasmin is a purple, magenta, pink theme. Jade is a green theme, and Sasha is a sunset orange theme. But Sasha has a purple can in her backdrop. The other three girls don't have that difference. It's all the same colour. Like, there's a difference in the tone of the cans, but it's the same. So I'm not sure why there's a difference there of why that was produced the way it was produced, but it was. Now we're going to look at the other artwork on the front. So here is Sasha on the front, Jade on the front here. Now I prefer this artwork to the artwork on the back. I think if they had enlarged this and made this bigger on the reverse of the packaging, it would have been really sickening, but they've not done that. And I feel like that was such a wasted opportunity. She has cherries on the bottom corner here, and then some dice with rat's lips on the dice in place of black dots. We can see her at the side of the packaging and also on the other side. And then we do also have some racing flags, and it says Passion for Fashion, and then we also have the handle at the top. So the reverse also has some blurb, just repeated in different languages, and it does say, if I can focus, the Bratz are going full throttle with new looks that are all turbo, no brakes, and totally scorching. Okay, so it's now time to do the unboxing. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring you closer down so that you can actually see me unbox her. Because there's been like so many times where I've done this and I've just awkwardly like been in this one position and tried to unbox here. Whereas if I lay my hands down on the table, you guys can actually get a closer look into the process of me doing that. So it's just in case you guys like to watch people unbox. For me, it's not something I bother about. I go straight to the doll review. But some people like it, so that's why I do it. So let's dive down. Now we have all of this in the back, but I'm not going to bother about that. I'm just going to try and unbox this part here, okay? Right. And that's the glasses. They're pretty cool. They look good. I love these actually. These, I would wear them because I like the thinness of them. They're not too big. I like big glasses, but this seems to be like the thing that I like the most when it comes to shades. So that's very cool. So we've got a red tinted lens, a silver frame with a black accent at the top of the frame. Very nice. So I wonder if I can just yep, that works. Okay. And now we just have to conquer the hair. So see, before in my last video, we've not watched that, the one where I unboxed Sasha. This is why the hair being gelled is good, because it's easier to pull it back. Do you see what I mean here? It's easy to pull it back and be able to cut this part. Whereas if it's all loose and stuff, it can really sort of mess up trying to get that clean cut without cutting some hair. I don't actually ever cut the hair, but it just is so much easier this way. And it's not as time consuming because you're not having to move hair out of the way to just cut this part off. I think I'm getting quicker at these unboxings, and I think I'm getting quicker at it because I'm doing it on a table, which is good. I wish I thought of doing this before. Right, then we always have the tea ties on the back here, so you can see that she's lodged in here with these tea ties, and I'm going to try and take them out in one go. Okay, it kind of worked. I'm left with a little sticky bit here at the back. Can you see that? Where is she? So I'm left with a little bit there at the back. Don't mind my skin here. I have had contact dermatitis, but that's clearing up, so don't pay no mind to that. Alright, so now she is fully unboxed. So do you see what I mean by the back of the packaging? See the difference? Like, this is cool, right? But the can, you must admit, doesn't stand out the same as what Sasha's does. Big difference there. Don't know why they've done that. A bit bizarre. Anyway, that's that. So, on to Jade. What do we think of her? Do we like her? This is her beautiful face. So glad I'm doing this actually, because you can see it so much better. Let me just try and bring this back a wee bit, make things a bit easier. Here we go. So can you see her hair is not just black, but we've got like streaks of blue in there too, which is actually very good. And after realising that she does have streaks of blue in her hair, I do recommend adding her to your collection, because I've never seen a Jade with this before. If there is one out there, then let me know. But I don't have a Jade with this kind of hair, and so it's good to have that in my collection. I'm so glad I unboxed her. She actually is very beautiful. I'm going to wash her hair because I would like it to be kind of more kind of down like this. But I do like her very much. Okay, so outfit, is it my favourite? Not really. I think that, I don't know, there's something a wee bit kind of lacking with these shorts. I think the jacket's okay, but it is lacking a little bit of structure. Just ever so slightly. And on the back of her jacket, what does that say? Does that say 2001? I think it says 2001 on the back of her jacket. That's pretty cool actually. She's growing on me, the outfit's growing on me, and then on the side it says Bratz, and on the other side, both sides say Bratz. Okay, her boots. I love the flame, and I love that these aren't too clunky. So all the boots are really similar in terms of how neat they are next to the leg. They're not chunky, they don't stick out. So I like this detail. And she does have that lipstick design. They all have this same kind of mould. I think they've got the same mould. No, I don't actually think they do. I don't know. They might. I think they do all have the same shoe mould, but it's executed differently. I think. We'll look at them all together once I've done my final unboxing of these. I don't know which one I'm going to unbox next. It might be Chloe, it might be Yasmin. But if you don't want to miss out on an unboxing, then all you need to do is press that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time I upload. So yeah, this is her here. What do you think? I'm gonna like give you a different shot of her like kind of standing next to the scooter that I put Sasha next to and stuff, and I think I'm gonna wash her hair and give you a much more close up, because it's just too much gel for me. With Sasha it looked good. It doesn't not look good with her, but I just would like this to kind of like be less gelled, because this is like really gelled. The hair on the back is really soft, and we don't have like much moulding at all. It doesn't bother me. I think she has a decent head of hair, and so I'm quite happy with that. She does have a centre parting, but I think that I just want to see what she looks like. I'm kind of wondering what she would look like with her hair kind of more kind of down like this. I do wonder what would the effect of that be? Yeah, I think that would look better. I don't know. I quite like how this looks, but I can always style it like that. I just want to wash this so that it's just not like rock solid. But yeah, that's her. Let's look at her like up top, next to the scooter, all that, and in a different viewpoint. But I hope this helps. Oh, and I did forget to also show you what she looks like without her clothes. So I know that's weird, but they have painted on underwear. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. And we do have this kind of like hardware detail here on the front of her culottes, because they're kind of like culotte shorts, and it has a split up the side. I do quite like this, but there's something about it that seems a little bit missing. Now, I don't expect way too much because it is a budget doll. And when I say budget doll, what I mean is like, she was like, what, £14 or something, so she's not expensive. I think that we might be cheaper than the US, because I think that they are more expensive in the US. And that's weird, but it is. And so we have a Velcro fastening in the back of the culotte shorts and a fastening at the front here and the jacket. They don't have the same articulation as Goin or anything, and that is simply because they're budget. But we've always known Bratz to not have articulation. When they first were launched onto the scene, they had these bodies, like these were original bodies, and these are the, as I said before, these are the UV head molds, because the stamp is located at the bottom of the neck. If you're looking at an OG, the OG has a stamp at the top. So UV face molds are technically bigger, but for some reason these ones don't look like they have really big heads. I think it could be the screening, and I think it actually could be the hair. Because see, if we were to pull this hair back, I wonder if we would then get a better idea of how big the heads are. I don't know, you know. She looks really cute like that, actually. That reminds me of the Bratz babies. Like the Jade's Bratz baby, I think the screening's really similar. But yeah, so even with her hair back, you don't really notice that she's a UV face mold. Isn't she gorgeous though? I mean, look at that face. How cool is that? So this is like her outfit, and I just think it looks really cool. I know that she's got a little underwear on, but it's cute. I think it's cute. And then on the back, it's also shaped a particular way as well. It's really cool, actually. Really cool. For budget dolls, these are really good. They don't come with a second out for anything, and the only accessory they have is their glasses, but I didn't put them on, did I? So let me do that now. Hey. Give it a squint. Yeah, it's cool. That's really cool. Let's bring these a bit lower on your face. That's cool. It is. It is giving something though. It's really, it is really cool. It is cool, but I think I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this black band here on the front of the glasses, you know. I'm not sure about this. But let's stick them on top of her head and see what she looks like with them there. I think that looks cute. I just love the screening on her. It's so graphic, it's so good. So good. And when I look at reviews, I like people to like go really in on the face, especially if it's Bratz, because I really want to see lots of detail. So hopefully you're getting what you're looking for here. Or I'm getting what I'm looking for. I'm looking for it to have detail, so hopefully that is showing here. Right, so that is her. We're going to look at her another angle shot, and And that's us. So here is Jade and Sasha. So those two I've unboxed already. If you want to see a review for Yasmin and Chloe, then just click the notification bell, hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I upload. And there's some of the Going Out girls. Links for them are in the description box down below if you are interested. And Sasha from this line is actually hanging out with these girls. Look how many Yasmins I have, that is ridiculous. But yeah, there's Jade. And in fact, now that I can see her here very clearly, I'm just going to show you the difference between them. So you can see that. Okay, it's not the same. But do you see her lips here and the graphic detail? That's better, you can see that now. I think that that's where the comparison has been drawn. But yeah. Cool. I love it. Love this line. Let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Until next time, guys. Ciao.